What's going on, my trailblazing nation? The ShootingStar Sheriff is here, and I'm here talking about this week's episode of My Hero Academia because it was straight lit. And my son Deku threw them hands. And without further ado, I am also here with the man, the myth, the legend, Taylor with Taylor Made Otaku. Say what's good.
What's good, trailblazers?
So, thank you for always being on, as always, cuz. So, we're here talking about this episode because this episode was really, really good. There was a lot of character development. And Stain was probably by far one of the best villains that has been written. And like, he's one of the better written villains for a reason. And I'll probably go into that a little bit more. I've been thinking about doing like a separate video on just why Stain is really good, but you'll hear a little bit about it here. So if you are liking me and Taylor back with some more My Hero-ness, go ahead and leave the thumbs up for the boy because it keeps me motivated to keep this stuff coming to your face. But anyway, without further ado, cuz you ready for this? You ready for this episode? Cuz it was good.
I came out the womb, I was ready.
Yeah. All right, so let's take it. Anyway, so basically the bulk of this episode is basically just encapsulated in just character development. Not just for Ida himself, even though he is the main one. It's for Ida, Stain, Izuku, and Todoroki. They really tackled a lot of characters within this small little within this small Stain arc, and the way they handled every character. And this is what I love about My Hero in general, because I read the manga as well, is that they just don't, with them having such a big roster of characters, they do not let up on giving characters really good character development. But it's not like they force it on every character, so you're like, okay, look at this character, look at that character, but they integrate it in a way where it's at the right point in time. And I'm just like, bro, that's what I really, really love about the series. But like I was saying anyway, the bulk of this episode is really much Ida just coming to terms with, you know, his faults and where he is weak as just not just as a hero, but just as a person himself. And Stain is the one who makes him realize this. And it's pretty much him overcoming those obstacles as they're fighting Stain, as Todoroki and Izuku are fighting Stain off to you know, get the W, as I presume. But honestly, it's really cool because the episode does start off with a flashback of, you know, is Ida as a kid, you know, talking to his brother about, you know, he's like, why do you become a hero and everything like that. And you know, and it's his brother kind of sharing a bit of his ideals and stuff like that with Ida, young Ida, as we'll call for this episode, young Ida. And you know, he's sitting, and you know, Ida's just sitting there on the floor. You know, he's laying on the ground, he can't move. And it comes down to, he's just like, he's like, my friends are here fighting for their lives because I had a moment of selfishness. You know what I mean? It's like, and and Stain's like, you're not, you know, and even Stain himself is like, you're not a real hero, you know, because you're so caught up. You know, he's like, I rid the world of scum like you know what I mean? Like, you know, I put people like you in their place because you think just because you got, you know, you think just because you're given this gift, you think you can just use it and, like, you know, monetize off of it. Or, you know, as we know, like, not every hero in My Hero Academia's world is not, you know, not every hero is like All Might. Not every hero is like, you know, they're a hero for the greater good. They're not a hero for the money or for the fame or for, you know, things like that. So we know that being a hero is an actual profession. But Stain, he's like, I really want somebody to come to me and give me the hands. Not for the sake of just giving me it, but the sake that you wholeheartedly commit to what you're doing. And like, I think Stain does say to Deku at one point in the episode that he's like, I like you. You know, because he's like, you know, he's like, I sense that real hero spirit in you. You know, he's like, that's what I want. You know what I mean? He's like, that's who I want to throw hands with. But it was really, and even Izuku as well. Izuku was super flashy. This episode was more like less character and more just like him showing off his squirt. I mean, him bouncing from wall to wall like he's King Spider-Man I'm just like, oh. But I mean, I think, but other than that, I mean, we get to see that amazing 3-piece combination on Stain, which, boy, that blew me back. Boy, can we talk Shoto freezing Ida's leg so he can do the reciprocal burst again, kicking Stain up in the air, and then Izuku and Ida just body and tag teaming that, bruh. Best scene in the entire episode. Best scene.
I thought he was dead.
Best.
I was like, that's it. Game over. Let's go home.
He was just like, yo, and left that man out cold. I want to say, honestly though, my strongest moment for that episode was the absolute ending. When Stain like wakes up out of nowhere, kills the Nomu, and he's like, yes, and then he just goes dead silent. But you feel every ounce of just true terror that this man is, and everybody just freezes. The man is unconscious at this point, but everyone is so scared of this man. Everyone just freezes, and this is when Endeavor shows up onto the scene later towards the end of the episode. But it was literally that fear that everyone had at that moment that took my breath away. I was like, this episode was amazing, and I love that part. Anyway, I'm gonna pass it off to you, cuz any thoughts, feelings, questions, that you had about this episode? Like, how did you feel in a nutshell about this?
Oh, this episode was way too lit. My little heart can't handle it. But dude, that, like you said, that 1-2 punch, that was so lit, dog. That was so fucking lit. And then I was like, okay, he's dead. Let's wrap it up. It's Christmas time. Wrap it up. And then he just pops back out of it. I'm like, bro, like, what is this? This is Dragon Ball Z right now? It was that 1-2 punch like the Spirit Bomb, and it just didn't work. Like, it's too lit not to work. But bruh. Dude, like, when they finally beat him, I was like, this dude just got bodied by teenagers. This dude ain't badass at all. And then, like, they went out, and then, fourth of all, I am so glad that Ida is okay. Because I had, like, this whole thing of, like, he's way too wrapped up in revenge and driven by anger, and he's going to end up blind, and the first thing that happens is he gets stabbed in the arm. And I'm just like, okay, alright, okay, thank God for your son, thank God for Ice Cat showing up, saving the day. And then I also like at the end where Ida was like, you know what, you guys were right, I was wrong, I apologize, you guys put yourselves in danger, and you really shouldn't have had to do that if I wasn't being such a stupid idiot. So I hate that. And then when he came, oh bruh, I thought it was over. I thought he was kidnapping your son, but then he just dropped him on the ground. I was like, I don't know why you grabbed him though, but hey, whatever. And then he was just like, everybody was just blown back by this dude. He's like, bring me all my, and then he just passed out, standing up. I was like, okay. I think back, this guy's kind of badass.
Yes. So, I mean, I really did enjoy that. I really did enjoy this episode. And it's just, it really speaks volume to the type of character Stain is, because Stain isn't a villain. It gives motivation behind his villain character. And, like, for you guys in the comment section below, definitely answer the question. What do you think about Stain as a character now? Because this is kind of like the ending of his little like appearance, or this little arc of him, I believe. So how do you feel about Stain? Do you think that he's a character that you would like to see return to the series? Because I definitely would love to see more Stain, because I love his motivations behind really being a villain. He's not like a villain just because he's like, oh, my baby's mama drama and my daddy. And he's not a villain for petty reasons. I think that's what I'm trying to say. He's a villain because he sees how corrupt the hero society is, and he becomes a villain to kind of get the hero society to wake up and really get on their ass. You know what I mean? So like, that's basically why he's there. And I really want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section about Stain's villainry, and we'll take it from there. But honestly, I mean, if I had to rate the episode, I normally don't like it, but honestly, if I had to rate this episode, 5 out of 5 stars. If it was out of 10, 9 out of 10. I mean, I really did enjoy every second of the episode. From the action, it was nonstop. For the character development for Ida, Todoroki. Like, even Todoroki taking the call, and he was like, yo, Dad, I know you can handle this. I'm out. Peace. Like, you know what I mean? Because that shows how much Todoroki has changed from the tournament arc, or the sports festival, to this arc, which it hasn't been that long. But Todoroki has grown so much in that little span of time. So it's really cool. Just, I love this episode. Any closing comments you had, cuz?
That's my baby.
Also, will be coming back soon. I promise you. But if that is it, me and Taylor are going to bounce out of here. Definitely go ahead, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and check out Taylor Made Otaku. If you like, he does a whole bunch of anime unboxings. He actually just did a top 10 of his favorite things from Anki Bento. Hopefully he does a top 10 for Loot Crate as well. Just hint.
I'll have to wait till I get 10 boxes.
It's fine.
But I'll take that. I'll take that as a request, dog. I'll have it for you in like 6 months.
All right, there we go. 6 months in the works. But anyway, like I said, definitely. Also, if you want to talk more My Hero, I also have a Discord, so go ahead and jump into the Discord as well. You can always come and say hi, talk about Dragon Ball, My Hero, Hunter x Hunter. It's all in there, so go ahead and join the Discord as well. But without further ado, I am Sheriff, and this is my man Taylor, and we're about to hop up out of here. We will see you next week, guys. Peace!
Peace.